Hello and welcome to the Realty Pilot tutorial for the IMacro system on Internet Explorer. We're going to start today's tutorial with the Generate Macro pop-up box. This box appears after you've completed a BPO form on the Realty Pilot system or have selected to rerun a macro for a previously completed BPO. To rerun a macro for a previously completed BPO, go ahead and find that BPO in the list, go to the Functions column, and select the gear-like option that is at the end. Once this is selected, the Generate Macro pop-up box will appear. There's two things to note about the Generate Macro pop-up box. The first is the Asset Order ID. This is the same as the reference number for that BPO. Underneath, you'll notice the platform. The platform is the form that you will be filling out on the asset company side. As you can see, I am doing a ResNet form. ResNet has several forms, but today I'll be doing a standard residential form. Once I have selected standard residential, I can go ahead and download a sample form and see what that looks like by going ahead and opening up a PDF of that form and seeing that this is indeed the correct form that I want to be filling out today. I'll go ahead and close that and select Generate Macro. Once I select Generate Macro, a new window will appear that will give me the option to download the macro. First thing though is to make sure you have the IMacro system installed. To do this, go ahead and select Tools and check for the IMacro's web automation software. If you have that, then you have IMacro's installed and you're good to go. If you do not have a tools bar on the right, you can always go ahead and hit the Alt button on your keyboard, which will bring up your File, Edit, View, Favorites, and Tools. And in here you can also see IMacro's web automation. One more thing I want to go over real quick about the setup for the IMacros for Internet Explorer is scripting is not automatically allowed in Internet Explorer, so IMacros has pop-up prompts throughout a lot of their macros which guide you through the macro itself. To see these prompts, go ahead and select Internet Options. Once you've selected Internet Options, go ahead and go to Security. Once in Security, go ahead and choose Custom Level. Once you're in Custom Level, a form will look like this. Go ahead and scroll down to the scripting section of this. The scripting section will look like this. It'll be on the left hand side. It'll be a whole new section. Go ahead and scroll down to the Allow Websites to Prompt for Information Using Scripted Windows. Once you've found this, go ahead and select Enable. Once you've selected Enable, go ahead and select OK and make sure you click Apply. I can't select Apply because I'm not changing anything, but for you this should be highlighted and you can go ahead and select Apply. Once you've done that, you're ready to download the macro for Internet Explorer. Go ahead and select Download Macros and make sure you select Save. Once you've selected Save, go ahead and navigate to your My Documents section of your computer. Now it's important that you go to the My Sections document of your computer, because in there you'll see an IMacros folder. Go ahead and open that IMacros folder. Inside that IMacros folder, you'll also see a macros folder. And once you open this folder, you're good to go. All you need to do is rename your macro whatever you would like. I'm going to rename it mine ResNet 5 because the address is 15432. And I'm going to go ahead and save it. Now you need to make sure you save it in that specific directory or else you won't be able to find it for this next step. The next step is to go ahead and open up IMacros in Internet Explorer. Once you've opened up IMacros in Internet Explorer, you'll get this task pane on the left. This task pane on the left contains all of the macros that you currently have. As you can see, the macro I just created was ResNet 5. I'm going to go ahead and select that and then select the play option. Once I select the play option, I'll be auto-loaded into the ResNet website. If you have your information already loaded into the system for ResNet or whichever asset company, you should auto be logged in to the website. If you're not auto logged into the website, it's okay. You can go ahead and wait for the prompt that comes up to ask you to select the BPO you want to edit. Every macro has this prompt. This is a kind of a quality assurance thing to make sure nobody gets left out if they don't want to enter their password and username into our system. Once you get this prompt, which it says please click the link to open the BPO you want to edit, then click continue to the in the macro task pane to continue. Go ahead and select OK. Go ahead and enter your username and password. Again, if you already gave it to us, you should be auto logged in, but it is not necessary. Once you've logged in, go ahead and select the BPO that you want to edit. In this case, it is the 15432, so I'm going to select that BPO. Once I've selected that BPO, I'm going to select Continue. As you can see, it's going to go through and fill in the information. Now as you can see, it's going through and filling in all the information for me for this BPO. All you have to do is simply wait and let it run through its steps. This is fairly quick usually, and I'm just going to let it automate and do all this for me. Again, I'm just letting it run through its steps, filling in the information into the form from our site to their site. Okay, as you can see, it completed in filling page 1, and it went ahead and gave me another prompt. Please proceed to page 2 and select Continue in the task pane. So I will say OK. I can go ahead and go over, review any information that I want, make sure everything's good, make sure everything that it put into the form is what I wanted it to put into the form. If you need to make any changes, you can go ahead and make them. Like if that was supposed to be 12, you can change it to 12. But it was supposed to be 13, so I'm going to leave it as 13. And I'm going to go ahead and select BPO Form 2 and select Continue again. Again, I'm going to let it run through its steps. Okay, as you can see, it completed the form for me. Filled in all the information that I normally would have to do by hand. The next step is to go ahead and go back through the form, fill in any information that did not get filled in from our form, and make any corrections that need to be made. Going over, making sure that the list price is the list price that it should be. Once you're sure that everything is good, you just submit the form like normal, and you are done with your BPO. Thank you for joining me for this tutorial.